People versus Robert Jackson. This matter is set for sentencing today on an operating while intoxicated that was reduced to an impaired driving. Mr. Badar, have you had an opportunity to go over the pre-sentence report with Mr. Jackson?
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniel Badar on behalf of Mr. Jackson. Yes, I have had that chance.
And do you have any comments before I sentence him?
Judge, before we get to the sentencing, can I bring something to your attention?
Sure.
Mr. Jackson received 2 notifications from the Secretary of State on the same day. The first notification indicates that as a result of an action on October 22nd, which was the date he pled on this case, his license is suspended for 30 days from the 22nd of November until December. Is that correct, Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
On that same day, he received another notice from the Secretary of State that indicates as a result of the plea to the operating while visibly impaired, his license is restricted from 11/22/20 until February 19th of 2021. I've explained to him as a result of the visibly impaired, you get a restricted license. There is no license suspension.
Right.
And there was a driving on a suspended and an open intox tickets associated with this case, but I checked the register of actions and both of those charges were dismissed when he pled to the visibly impaired, I believe.
I have his driving record in front of me and it says additional suspension from midnight November 22nd through midnight December 22nd from violation of January the 20th. Let me see.
That's the date of the offense.
No, I understand that. That. Well, let me ask you a question. I mean, we would have to call the Secretary of State, but let me ask you a question. And I didn't read the police report. Was there a chemical breath test refusal? No, but that's a 6-month suspension. That's not a 30-day.
No, chemical breath test would be completely different, Judge.
And that's why I'm asking, but it wouldn't be a 30-day. It would be a 6 months.
I actually agreed with going to have my blood drawn. I wasn't refusing anything.
No, I already know the answer. I have it. It's because there was also a driving while license suspended. That's a separate case that was from May 14th of 2020 that he pled on January the 20th.
I don't believe I represented him on that case. So
that's what it was. There was a Romulus case that was either that day or it was reported that coincidentally the same day. I don't have the file. Oh, yes, I do. Actually, yes, I do have the file. It's together. Hang on 1 second. Oh, you know why? Shannon, this is our error. This case should have been dismissed and it was not. It was reported. You're muted.
Your Honor, it is dismissed.
Then why is it still on his driving record? He shouldn't have the suspension and we need to make sure that that's off his driving record and that the Secretary of State has that clear. I mean, this driving record was run, when you pull his driving record now, this driving record was run November the 19th, Shannon, so it's not dismissed. It's still on there. And it's reported as that it was, that it looks like that it was a plea.
Yeah, Heather closed it and dismissed it, so I'll relook at it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call the Secretary of State or whatever and find out why it's still listed on his driving record when it was dismissed.
Thank you, Judge. That clears that up. You understand that, Mr. Jackson? The court is going to look into that, and if they need to, they will.
When you report, Miss Rapp, when you report with her, she'll give you an update on it. Okay.
Okay.
But we'll take care of that. But Shannon, take that to Heather and ask her why. You know what I mean? That to call the Secretary of State or whatever and make sure that it's removed.
Okay.
Anything else, Mr. Batar?
No, Judge. With respect to the PSI, we've gone over it. The factual information about Mr. Jackson is accurate. It does list under his criminal record that he had a conviction for a drug case in 2016. It lists the date on the left side, but the disposition was actually in 2007. So I think that's just a clerical error. Because that was definitely back in 2007 and not 2016 out of Ypsilanti.
Oh, okay. I got it. But it was in 2000, which is wrong.
The 2016 is incorrect. The 9/14/2016.
It should be 2006.
That's correct, Judge.
I'll make that correction. I am going to put. Go ahead,
Judge. Can I just add one other thing, please?
Yeah.
The probation department is looking for some type of treatment for Mr. Jackson. Judge, I mean, he's 40 years old. He doesn't really have any type of substance abuse issue. I don't think treatment is something that is necessary at this point.
No. It says the level 2 alcohol education program, which he can do online or outpatient treatment.
Okay. You understand?
So he can do the level 2. He can do the level 2. Pardon?
My phone was ringing, so I didn't hear that.
He said that you didn't need outpatient treatment. And I said, that's fine. You can do the level 2 alcohol education program, which you can do online.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to put you on probation for 9 months. It's $600 in fines and costs. You have to pay the probation costs, the state costs, the victims fund fee, restitution of Van Buren Township, do 48 hours of community service, do the level 2 alcohol education program. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any alcoholic beverages or non-prescription controlled substances with random drug or alcohol tests at the direction of the probation department. We'll get straight your driving on suspended issue and get that cleared up before your next reporting date. Is your cell phone number 734-757-7216?
Yes, ma'am.
And your email robg6906@gmail.com?
Yes, ma'am.
And your address is 8320 Nectar Drive, apartment 527 in Canton?
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to, Ms. Rapp's going to write up a probation order and send it to you, and then answer any questions, give you your first reporting date. And once again, she'll get that situation cleared up with the Secretary of State.
Okay. I have one more question as far as the Secretary of State. The last time I went before this new suspension, they told me that I couldn't do nothing with my license because of the 625G.
Yeah, the 625 went into the he should be able. Does he have to wait until after his restricted is up to get the new license? Do you know, Shannon?
If it's just restricted, he should be able to get a new license.
Yeah, the 625G hold was during the pending of the drunk driving. Now that you've pled and you've been sentenced, even though you're restricted for 90 days or whatever it is, you should be able to make an appointment with the Secretary of State and get a new license.
Okay.
Okay. But wait till wait till Shannon tells you that we cleared your problem. No.
Okay.
All right.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Yep.